it has been a very busy year for the city of Detroit. One of the biggest events so far was the NFL draft, and now we know just how big it was. The official numbers are out. Here to help break them down for us is Claude Molinari, president of Visit Detroit. Welcome back, Claude. It's been a while. We were kind of hanging out every day around draft time, and it's been a few weeks.
Thanks, Shana. Great to be back. I missed you.
We missed you as well. So tell me about these numbers. When we were downtown with you during those 3 days of the draft, you were saying there were record downloads at the time, and we just couldn't confirm it all yet. So what do we now know?
Well, we've had 775,000 attendees at this draft. And one of the great news about it is 30% of these attendees were from 100 miles away or greater. We had people from all 50 states, 20 different countries. We even had a cat come in all the way from Australia to see the NFL draft. So those were record numbers for us. And certainly seeing hotel occupancy that was in the 90 percentile on the Thursday night of the draft, and then having one of the greatest weeks for hotel occupancy in the history of Detroit. And again, 130 years young, Visit Detroit, the first and only convention center in the world. We started it, and it was a great week for us.
I mean, the hotel occupancy, all of the businesses that those hundreds of thousands of people patronized. What can you say about the economic impact of all of this on the city?
So we're going to be coming out in the next 30 days with our economic impact study, and it's going to be a two-pronged event. It's going to be the total number of dollars spent, but also specifically carved out the number of dollars spent by visitors from over 100 miles away. And we're excited to share those numbers just as soon as we have them formally finalized and gone through and double checked.
All right, we'll check in with you then. Do you know at this point, the expanse of that area? I know downtown you were telling us at the time that there were some business owners that were thinking they wouldn't really see much benefit because they weren't in that main area, but even they had lines down the block.
Oh, there's no question. Now, again, I want to be clear that not all businesses benefited equally. Some did much better than others, but the vast majority of the businesses saw huge numbers. And certainly American and Lafayette, Coney Island set records for their sales. And again, many businesses really did a great job. And, you know, a few that were negatively affected, we're going to help them in the future by bringing other events that are going to help them.
Okay, great. We look forward to hearing more about that. Overall, would you say that the goals that the city had, that Visit Detroit had, were they met? Were those expectations met or far exceeded?
Well, I would say our dreams were exceeded by the reality of this event. And the fact that, you know, the citizens of Detroit were such MVPs that they were able to just welcome everybody from around the world to our city. And again, 54 million people watching all over the world on television really had a big impact. And I think, you know, this is a validation of our destination. People are going to realize Detroit and Southeast Michigan is a great place to live, to visit, and to invest in.
Yeah, you know, we just had the Grand Prix. We've got the Michigan Central Station opening tomorrow, and then we have the Rocket Mortgage Classic coming up in a few weeks. Was the NFL just kind of a good event to kick off this summer and usher in the future of all kinds of big events?
That's definitely a way of putting it. They definitely were a good kickoff act. We could have that type of thing. But yeah, the Grand Prix was fantastic. Let's also not forget Movement Festival brought over 100,000 people from all over the world for that techno show. Grand Prix was fantastic. Rocket Mortgage Classic is going to be amazing. And tomorrow night, I mean, what a show that's going to be. Eminem and all these headliners who are going to be highlighting. And again, you know, this is a huge tourist destination as well, the Michigan Central Station. And several years ago, you know, that was a ruin porn destination. Yeah. You know, people were going there for tourism and not a way that we'd want to showcase the city. Now people are going to be coming to this incredible transformation of the Michigan Central Station. And this is going to be the heartbeat of automobility, electrification, and autonomous vehicles. We're so thrilled. It's going to be an amazing night, and it's really a stepping stone for all of Detroit and Michigan.
Yeah, I think back to that Time magazine cover. It really was just a symbol of decline, and now it's taking on new life. Overall, what do you think the message is that the rest of the nation got from the draft to now to coming what is coming?
I think what they've got is the perception of Detroit and the perception of Michigan is wrong, and that they realize that this is a vibrant city on the rise, amazing construction taking place here, Business is definitely booming. The Wall Street Journal wrote 2 articles recently talking about just how fantastic the revitalization of Detroit is. And when you see what's going on and all the cranes and building the new buildings, I'm so optimistic about our future and really excited about where we go from here.
Yeah, it's beautiful to witness. Claude Molinari, President and CEO of Visit Detroit, always a pleasure.
Thank you so much.